Today was a fun day. I went to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. Oh my god. They put only what I can describe as Anbesol on really long Q-tips. Left them in there for a minute. I had about 4 in there. I'm keeping my eyes shut. I have my earbuds in playing music because I don't want to hear anything. Less noise I hear, the better. Then they had to give shots in here, and so forth on the top and the bottom. I was a big baby for this. See, I'm already crying. If you can't tell, I already have tears talking about it. So they did the cleaning thing in several stages, and of course they had the little suction thing, which was a blessing because I kept going that during the procedure. Well, I told them, hey, I have to swallow. Well, my mouth was half numb, so I sounded like I was drunk. That was fun. Then I couldn't find my selfie stick, so I'm using my hand here. So if you can't see me very well, I apologize. Then, about an hour or so later, I asked them, are we done yet? Like, yes. I'm like, oh, thank God. I got up. They gave me this, I wonder if I still have it. Let's see here. Oh, I do. I have to gargle with this twice a day. When I gargle, I don't know. So, my dad's supposed to pick me up. He had a few errands to do with him and his girlfriend. Okay, Mike, okay, fine, no problem. I have my cell phone. I text him, come get me, please. In so many words. He's on his way. About 10 minutes later, he shows up. I still can't talk. So I'm writing everything to him, the ladies at the dentist's office, which is full of ladies. I did not see one male dentist there. I got a work release. I was supposed to be there 4 to 9, but I couldn't even talk. I mean, how can I talk to my... Yes. Not to interrupt myself, but I just did. The dentist said that the anesthesia would start wearing off around 1 o'clock or so, which is true, it did, sort of. Not all the way, but sort of. Oh my God. I got the work release. Like, there's no way I could go in today. I mean, yeah, I'm able to walk, and I know I can wave and everything. I brought my dad inside my store with me. We talked to the supervisor there. He is so cool. He is beyond cool. He is the coolest guy there. If he ends up leaving the store for whatever reason for good, that store will go to hell in a handbasket. 8 years ago in May, I lost my grandmother. I was on the job maybe a week or two, and I had already told them my first day there that my grandma is in ill health and it could happen at any moment. They were like, okay. I get up, ready to go to work at 2 p.m. I go to the restroom, I gather all my stuff together, and that's when I see the note on my TV. Saying, it was in my dad's handwriting that my grandma had passed. This is my dad's mom. So I had to make a few phone calls saying that, oh, my grandmother just passed. I can't come in today for obvious reasons. I mean, I probably could have gone in, but how could I possibly concentrate knowing that I just lost a beloved family member? Best tamales she ever made. Oh, when she went, I don't think anyone else can make those kind of tamales ever again. Pardon me. Ever since the dentist thing, I end up drooling a lot. Ugh. I call work. We go to the wake. And then the day of the funeral, I'm there. We're literally at the cemetery. My dad's so afraid for my job because I had only been there a week or two. So I call work and I talk to the supervisor. His name's Mark. Oh, he's like, don't worry about it. Take care of yourself. Your job's safe. Don't worry about it. He is so freaking cool. Oh, God, he is so awesome. When 3 years ago when I broke my ankle, and none of the electric carts are there, or they're not charged up, so I'm walking into the store on my crutches, and that's when he decides to joke around like he's walking around with a walker, like, ha ha ha. Well, a few weeks later, he was lifting weights in the gym, and the weights fell on his ankles. Ouch! Both ankles. I'm sitting in the couch, my dad and brother come in from grocery shopping. They're like, oh. Dad's like, did you tell her what happened to Mark? I'm like, what happened to Mark? Oh, the weights fell on his ankles. I'm like, oh. So I look on his Facebook. Well, ooh. He took a picture of his ankles in splints in the emergency room. He was back at work about 3-4 months after I came back. Alright, moving on back to the dentist thing. He sees me walking up to him, and next to him is the manager of the store for that day. He's not too happy that I couldn't come in, and I'm talking about the manager, not Mark. I'm like, well, I knew about this dental procedure last week. So, last week, I called work. We could go online and request days off, whatever, vacation, whatever. You only have a certain time before you're able to not be able to do that. Pardon my mumbling of my words. And I talked to the supervisor lady. She said, oh, she would take care of it. She didn't. So, and then yesterday when I was at work, I reminded her, I have that dentist appointment. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the numbing was going to affect my talking, and if so, how long. I wanted to prepare for every possibility. What's wrong with that? I reminded her. She's like, oh, you have to find someone to come in for you. But, well, yesterday the store's AC was out, so all I cared about was doing my shift and getting out of there as fast as I can where there's working AC. I don't do well in heat. About 25 years ago, maybe more. Was it 1988, 89? Pick a year. I don't know. Our lights got turned out. You know, they're funny that way. They think they need money. Ha ha ha. We're at that particular moment, HLMP. We're in line, ready to, like everyone else, ready to pay our bill. I faint. I didn't even know I fainted until I'm starting to come to, and I could hear my dad going, Valerie, what? And I look under me, and there's a puddle, and it's not water. I was more embarrassed than anything. He had to carry me to the car. I couldn't walk. And he has a bad back. When him and my mom got married, he couldn't carry her over the threshold like normal. They had to carry her like this. Like under your armpits, I think. So he did that. Back to the dental thing. I know, we're off subject. So, I came home. I'm like, hey, my brother's happy, like, oh, she can't talk, yay, she can't boss me around. The boys were having fun. When I mean the boys, I mean my dad and my brother. They were having fun with me not talking for an hour or two. So, I text to my mom or whoever. I handwrite messages that I need. No problem. Then when I finally started getting hungry and thirsty, I went and got Hormel real mashed potatoes, if I got that brand right. If you don't feel like making real potatoes, I'd get the potatoes, peel them, cut them, clean them and all that, boil them and mash them. Get Hormel. In most stores, it's in the meat department area, like where the lunch meat and sausages are. That's where it is in my store. I figure ahead of time I'll get something soft to eat, considering what I was going to have done today. Oh, it tasted so good, but I was barely taking little bitty bites. I still could barely feel anything. Little by little, I'm getting better, and I am thirsty again. Oh, you should have seen me try to swallow with a numb mouth. Right now, I feel like I got a little thingy on the corner of my tongue. You know, you probably had them before. These look like little white bumps on your tongue that hurt like hell. Most of the time, I can get rid of them. And do I have to say how I get rid of them? I bite them off if I can. But this one's way in the corner. Impossible to get. So I have to live with that. I do have a night guard I'm going to wear later tonight. I am a big baby, I admit. So, let's see what I can do today. I'm going to organize my fabric pieces here. That I got roses, felt pieces here, all sorts of colors. Halloween, another type of rose, watermelon. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, hearts. What is this? A green and white gingham dress? Nah, I probably said that wrong. I'm into plastic canvas stuff. See? There we go. Mostly in tissue boxes. The long kind and the cube kind, as you can see. I made these. It's a theme. It's for boy and girl. Let's see. See? I try to put fabric on the inside. Let's see what this one is. Oh, little feet. Yes, I have a pattern for these, and I just changed it up a bit. Put little blue beads on here with hot glue. I learned the hard way. Be careful where you have that glue gun. Now I think I'm going to make rainbow color something. Oh, hold on. Here's a watermelon one that I made. I try to, even though as you can see, the tissue is not even in there, I just keep it in there so it gets keep its shape. Well, here's another one, a purple theme. Maybe I'll watch that in a minute. What can I say? I like Kevin Smith movies. Alright. Oh, here's a thing that I made using hot glue. I didn't have an iron for these. You know, these iron-on things here. And these were actually buttons. But I didn't want them falling off, so I used hot glue. Oh, I had one that fell off. I forgot which one it is. As you can see, I like the Beatles. They're my favorite group. Alright. That's the end of this vlog. See you next time.